Are you ready to take your Twitch and Discord experience to the next level? Introducing Easy Daybot, your ultimate bot for seamless interaction. Whether you're live on Twitch or chatting on Discord, Easy Daybot's dynamic responses open up a whole new world of possibilities. Engage with your community like never before through unique prompts, custom reactions, and endless fun. It's the bot that understands you. Make every day an Easy Day download now at easydaybot.com.
When you want to be the best, you can't settle for the rest. For anything on iRacing, there's just one name you need, McConey.
We now provide the best of the best in setups, paint schemes, coaching, broadcasting, and event organization.
With cars across all 4 license classes, we have what you need to hit the track with confidence. Grab a subscription and save money while going fast at McConeySetupShop.com/subscriptions.
And remember, at McConey Setup Shop, there are setups, but your victories.
Welcome to the Tier 1 Racing League, where precision, competition, and innovation come together to create the ultimate iRacing experience. Every race, every battle, and every moment in T1TS, T1L, T1X, and special events is brought to you by Tier 1 Studios, the premier destination for professional high-quality broadcasts. Tune in and experience racing like never before. Explore everything we have to offer at Tier1RacingLeague.com. From race schedules and standings to event galleries and league signups, it's all there at your fingertips. Join the competition, watch the action, be part of the legacy. Tier 1 Racing League, where champions are made.
Good evening, high atop Homestead Miami Speedway as practice well underway, wrapping up for the Battle of the Leagues. John Ross atop of the board in practice, Timothy Wells and Austin Smith, your top 3. Bryson Colwell here, and welcome to tonight's festivities. It's going to be a fun one. Got here at the 1.5 mile oval, 200 miles around this place. We'll see if guys we've been watching during practice trying to run the top. And you know, tonight the big thing I'm going to be watching for the long run speed, tire management, unique characteristics of this track's surface. Wear on the tires as we see Brandon Sim. Filippo tried to get it against the wall. Unfortunately, didn't work out for him. Kind of the broadcaster's curse right there. Brad and Corey Crowell. Around that. Crowell running 7th right now. Caleb Kenny. Mars. Jared Hayes from Omaha, Nebraska. 10, Wesley Griffin. It's going to be hot, humid. The next-gen car, this track just really seemed to mesh well as you see Joshua Neal, Troy Thomas on your screen from Boone, North Carolina. See North Carolina State mascot. Excellent. We get the battle of the leagues car. All of Tier 1 kind of going to match tonight. You know, another thing, and we see it right there, is but good. Trying to get around that multi-groove aggressive banking allows drivers to choose different lanes. And with the next gen car, this has become even more pronounced. It's going to provide more options for drivers to pass, and they can maintain speed in different parts of the racetrack. They're on the gas a lot more than they were in the last generation. Go to 27th place right now in practice. Some of these guys just now getting hopped in here as we've got about 10 minutes left. Three different leagues coming together tonight for an awesome match. Racers Elite, the Tier 1 Racing League coming to you live on the Tier 1 Studio. And Bar as well. Jacob Blank. P5. And you notice I was talking about Blank there. If you look to the left side of your screen, some of the Mars drivers, not sure why, but they are pulling their last name as the weekend. We'll be sure to point out when that who the drivers are. Go back to San Felipe. 12 Chevrolet. Sponsor is over car as well. Looking for the ultimate iRacing experience, check in the Tier 1 Studio. We cover all the action, every race, every series, every battle on the track, whether it's Xfinity, ARCA truck, tune in and subscribe. So, coming to you live tonight, like we said, YouTube, Twitch, and those are the only two, right, Producer Brett? Those are the only two. Coming to you live on Twitch. You have one? How about now? Okay. So it's almost like I get a complete redo, I guess, right? Nobody could hear me. Lee Campbell coming in 24th right now. Most of the... Say it again. Yeah. Only two of the top 5 on track right now. The best lap, the pole lap right now for practice, I guess, rather. 32.92. Second best, 33.03. Quite a differential there. Paul Owens just joined us not long ago on your screen. 54, well, I guess not quite the 54. And that's P2 Timothy Wells. His paint scheme's a little cheesy. Just like that joke, wasn't it, Brent? There, yep. It's practice. We can get the practice on the comedy as well. Mark Gonzalez from Tier 1 Racing. That matching paint scheme, if you didn't hear me say that earlier, all the Tier 1 Racing drivers are going to be matching paint schemes tonight. Apologies to the virtual spotters for that. We had one Woods on the screen earlier, Greg Wood, and now the Zach Woods, now Jared Hayes. Jared, he's Tier 1 as well. What I was thinking. Over to Troy Thomas from Boone, North Carolina. He's running a beautiful Dale Earnhardt tribute tonight. So we're nearing the end of practice. We're going to go side by side. You're not going to miss a second of the action as we gear up for qualifying in the Battle of the Leagues.
Are you ready to take your Twitch and Discord experience to the next level? Introducing Easy Daybot, your ultimate bot for seamless interaction. Whether you're live on Twitch or chatting on Discord, Easy Daybot's dynamic responses open up a whole new world of possibilities. Engage with your community like never before through unique prompts, custom reactions, and endless fun. It's the bot that understands you. Make every day an Easy Day download now at easydaybot.com.
When you want to be the best, you can't settle for the rest. For anything on iRacing, there's just one name you need, Makoni.
We now provide the best of the best in setups, paint schemes, coaching, broadcasting, and event organization.
With cars across all 4 license classes, we have what you need to hit the track with confidence. Grab a subscription and save money while going fast at McConeySetupShop.com/subscriptions.
And remember, at Makoni Setup Shop, there are setups, but your victories.
Welcome to the Tier 1 Racing League, where precision, competition, and innovation come together to create the ultimate iRacing experience. Every race, every battle, and every moment in T1TS, T1L, T1X, and special events is brought to you by Tier 1 Studios, the premier destination for professional high-quality broadcasts. Tune in and experience racing like never before. Explore everything we have to offer at Tier1RacingLeague.com. From race schedules and standings to event galleries and league signups, it's all there at your fingertips. Join the competition, watch the action, be part of the legacy. Tier 1 Racing League, where champions are made.
And back here with you on Battle of the Leagues, presented by Cash's Custom Printing, 3D Printing, rather, excuse me, sorry, Cash. You need custom 3D printing, check out Cash's Custom 3D Printing. From trophies to unique designs, they'll bring your ideas to life with precision and creativity. Support a small business. See their amazing work on Facebook today. Cash's Custom 3D Printing. That's Cash's Customs 3D Printing, where your vision becomes reality. So, qualifying underway here at the 1.5 mile Homestead Miami Speedway. We saw a great race here in the NASCAR Cup Series just a couple, well, I guess it was last week. And how many guys are we going to see run that, what some would call the preferred line? As we'll see Timothy Wells go to the top of the board in the Velveeta machine for Mars Racing. P2, the Mars machine of Jacob Plank in the 38 car. And John Ross will bump him to P5 as we're going to have lots of trading of places. But Ross led in practice. He goes P2, so not quite top of the board, but darn near there. As we'll see Caleb McKinney peel off. He's P4. So right now, real quick, we'll run through it. Your top 5 looks like this: Smith, Ross, Plank, McKinney, and Wells. And then followed by Greg Wood Jr., who goes to P3. So a good lap for the Tier 1 racing driver of Greg Wood Jr. Coming around to finish out his lap, the number 55 of Truth Hope. Goes P18 with a 34.46. Jarrett Magoon coming around for his first lap. A lot of these drivers running that middle high groove. See where Magoon ends up. This is Andrew Teft. Magoon goes P16 with a 34.01. We'll go to Jaden Hopp, who is coming around for his first time lap. The most recent T1X champion takes the green flag. Notice He kind of drifted more toward that wall. So you got Austin Smith at the top of the board, John Ross, Greg Wood Jr., Jacob Plank, Brandon Sanfilippo, and Caleb McKinney. Then Andrew Taft, Timothy Wells, Corey Crowell, and rounding out your top 10, Brandon Puffenbarger. And we have a new leader at the top of the board, the number 81, Jaden Hopp, with a 33.31. Go on board with the Racers Elite driver out of New York, Lee Campbell. Over to another Racing Elite driver, Sean Dunaway. He must have lost fantasy football or something with that paint scheme. No, I'm kidding. So now coming around for his first lap, you've got Alex Teft from Hope Valley. Is that Rhode Island? Yeah, that's Rhode Island. I don't know. I'm not a geography guy myself. I don't know about you, Brett, but here we go. We got Sean Dunaway coming around, P24 right now. Taft. Put Taft P26 on that lap. Caleb Collins out of Canyon, Texas, the Tier 1 racing driver. Coming around for his first lap. It looked like he might have brushed the wall just a little bit. Here's Taft's second lap, just a smidge better, puts him P25. Caleb Collins comes down to turn 3. But Collins on the board, P27. A 34.43 for Collins. Another Tier 1 driver in the Ford, Ricky Gonzalez, comes around for his first lap. And Sanfilippo has been qualifying for a while. I believe he might have spun out. He'll take another lap. And he will stay put. Brandon Honeycutt will come out for his first lap. See where Gonzalez ends up. Collins, lap 2, did not advance him any further, so P27 for Caleb Collins. I never saw one pop up for Gonzalez. Gonzalez, really one of the only ones I've seen get up there and try the top. So that'll do qualifying. Jaden Hott from Nexus Esports wins the pole tonight in the Battle of the Leagues, and that's only part of the bragging rights tonight's festivities, because this is the battle between 3 different leagues: Racers Elite, Tier 1 Racing League, and Mars Mid-Atlantic Racing Series. Whoop. And you see your starting grid for tonight's race. A good mix of drivers. You can see on your screen, some of them do have Mars as their last name. We'll have to call those drivers out kind of individually whenever they pop up there. Or like Alex J, that'd be Alex Gates, Alex J. Gates. Just want to remind everybody, Tier 1 Racing is recruiting for a couple different things. Well, recruiting for the ARCA Series. Week 1 is April the 8th at USA. I will be broadcasting that league, looking real forward to that. It's going to be a real fun time. If you haven't tried out the new ARCA cars, they're a blast. Recruitment race this Tuesday at Homestead, right here at Homestead. Come on out for that. And then the Truck Series, the Tier 1 Truck Series, or TITS as I like to refer to it warmly, is headed into the playoffs, round 1 at my favorite racetrack on the circuit, Kansas Speedway, the fastest track that NASCAR goes to. That's March 31st, and green flag, 8:45 Eastern Time. Join us right here, Tier 1 Studio. And pace laps underway for this one. 134 laps, 201 miles at Homestead Miami Speedway. Will we see anyone ride the top? Tire wear. Tire wear key. We saw this last week, the difference between 10 laps was the difference between a win. The winner in this one, $100. Leads them to the green flag here at Homestead. It's the Battle of the Leagues. Re-wide to start. Wood kind of backs out of it, says, no, I'm good. No thanks. That's Greg Wood Jr. But behind him, 3, 4, 5 wide back there on the back straightaway. And it's just what Hop wants to see on lap 1, side-by-side racing behind him. Jaden Hop, the Ford, number 81, will lead lap number 1. Hop, Smith, Ross, Breckwood, Jr., McKinney, Plank, Puffenbarger, Sanfilippo, Triplet, and Wells. Your top 10 on lap 1. Tell you, this guy right here. Was just about to talk about John Ross whenever Austin Smith got in the wall, and we got a caution on the racetrack. Not sure if that was for Smith getting into the wall. No. It's like a little bit of net code there. So the 20 either got loose or net code, not really sure what happened there, but unfortunate for Zach Woods. Obviously unfortunate for the 20 car as well, but yeah. So lap 4 under caution. Didn't see anybody peel away into the pits yet. Did see a couple drivers, including obviously the ones involved in that caution, peeling off into the pits. So Curtis Ecker, Corey Crowell going to come back out onto the racetrack. Everything, I believe they get a fast repair, don't they, Brett? So should be okay there. Want to remind you that this race brought to you by Admin Box, built by iRacers for iRacers for use in league and hosted races. The goal is to make race control as easy as possible. Each Admin Box connects via USB and features are pre-programmed commands, no key binding or anything like that, for race control. The Admin Box community is made up of over 150 leagues, many members that all have a common mission to run nice, clean races and help each other out. So go check out Admin Box. I think they're using that tonight here for the Battle of the Leagues. We'll go green. Lap number 5. We do have one fast repair tonight, but a lot of cars in this field. You don't want to be caught up in the back of this pack. Hop takes the outside. Really no surprise there at this racetrack. John Ross has had a bad, fast race car. Can he get a good restart? Hop with a league teammate behind him, so that may help him out. Green flag back out here in Miami. Great restart for Jaden Hop in the 81. Really no true difficulty on the bottom for the 44, John Ross, Wood Jr., and everybody kind of follows suit behind it. 3 wide on the front stretch on lap number 8. It's going to get dicey going into the turn. Like the 23, the Boston Smith just kind of backed out of there. lot more drivers hugging the bottom line than I expected here to begin this race. Racers Elite, another one of the leagues here in tonight's race. They've got a Tuesday night truck series, a Wednesday night Xfinity series, and these cars right here, the next gens, on Thursday nights. Check them out. Racers Elite Network. They're in season number 7 this year. That's a big feat for this platform. We'll see kind of mid-pack guys. Brandon Sanfilippo, Andrew Temp there in the 98. McDonald's car tonight. The owner of Racers Elite got him on the hood there tonight. Whoa! Somebody went flying down the racetrack. Blue Deuce in the race tonight. Jarrett Lardner. Back up front where the 44 is within arm's reach of the 81. You see there. Chewed away. Pretty traditional 1.5 mile behavior so far. Of course, no stages in this race, so these guys know that getting in a wreck early makes them vulnerable to going a lap down if they get into any other trouble. So cautious racing so far as we see single file. Great camera angle right there. But the 44 is at the back bumper of the 81. Got to think the 81 showed great short run speed. We only had about an 8-lap run there. 2 good restarts for the 81. But the 44 in practice led them all. You got to wonder what the long run speed looks like for John Ross of Team RE. And caution out on the racetrack. See the blue deuce on your screen. Looks like the 77 of Alex J. Gates. Just got loose coming off the turn. Looks like Caleb Collins involved as well. So unfortunate for those guys. And now, going to see a mass exodus of folks onto pit road. top out first, followed by Ross, Smith, McKinney, Wood Jr., Plank, Triplett, Lee Campbell, then Owens. A couple guys did stay out. You got the 19 of Brandon Puffenbarger from Morgantown, West Virginia. Right now, the top of the board, gained 10 spots there on the caution. Jared Hayes up 14 spots. Up 29 spots, David Durand Jr. And up 25 spots, the number 14 of Angel Rodriguez. And then behind him from there is where we have the guys that were running 1, 2, and so on and so forth, and pitted behind those guys. Or I guess ahead of those guys, now behind those guys. And they do have 15-lap tires, just pointing that out. We mentioned tires were the nail in the coffin for Alex Bowman this weekend at this racetrack. And green flag underway. Rodriguez already fallen back to the mid-pack, but the other guys holding their own. Side-by-side racing there between Wood Jr. and the 44. Creates 3 wide on lap number 19 here, lap number 18 here at Homestead, Miami. The 51 and the 81 side-by-side. Hayes and the 23 side-by-side back from there. So Puffenbarger, Durand Jr., Hop, Smith, Hayes, McKinney, Ross, Wood Jr., Plank, and Triplett round out your top 10. After the second caution of the day, couple guys skate out, Puffenbarger and Durand. So far, working out for them. A lot of these guys up on the wheel. Miami, hot, slick racetrack. The humidity, and this place just don't jive. We see Hayes, he skate out on that last caution. He's back in 8th place now. But Durand and Puffenbarger, as they're going to battle for the lead now, they've held their own for longer than I expected. That's not a comment on their talent or ability. As we see the 38 go around, it's more so their tires, as that unfortunately going to cut into their strategy just a little bit. Caution on lap number 21. We saw the 38 just go around, but You imagine that didn't happen naturally. So let's go back and take a look at the replay. He just came up into Hayes and went around and hit the wall, probably in the worst part of the racetrack. So, caution number 3, as we'll take the sky view. The 46 came down just a little bit, but you can almost say maybe going for the same spot at the same time type thing. Maybe the 46 got a little loose there as well. So we're going to see Buffenbarger and Durand. They went ahead and peeled off into pit road. So Jaden Hopp, your leader once again. Third caution of the day, and want to thank one of our sponsors, that being Wrap Surgeon. If you need a fresh look for your ride or brand, Wrap Surgeon has you covered. From stunning car paints to eye-catching logos, they'll make your vision come to life. Wrap Surgeon, where creativity meets precision. Greg Wood Jr., see that Wrap Surgeon logo there, the owner of that. So the 81 took the inside this time. We'll have Hopp, Smith, McKinney, Ross, Wood Jr., Owens, Triplett, Wells, Holloman, and Campbell. Your top 10 to get restarted. Another good restart for the 81. You see all the matching paint schemes tonight, except for the number 54, being Paul Owens right there in actually what's showing up as the number 30 car. He wanted his spotter to be able to see him. That's what he was telling me here at the pre-race. So everybody can spot that Velveeta car. Timothy Wells running 9 right now. Blair Holloman behind him there in the 32 car. other than the pit strategy we saw from Puffenbarger, who's now running P28. It's been all Jaden Hott, our pole sitter, all day long so far as we get close to 30 laps into this race. And the 44 there, John Ross, got caught up in some of that pit strategy earlier and then caught behind some cars. Was back to P8 at one point before that last caution. Has worked his way back up inside the top three, knocking on the door of the number 23 of Austin Smith. See, back here in P16, Sean Dunaway battling Woods, Zach Woods in the 06. Collins involved in that crash earlier. Looks okay right now. But P13, Lee Campbell. Guy right there, Mark Gonzalez from Tier 1 Racing. He definitely would be our hard charger of the race so far. Up 27 spots from where he qualified. I didn't even know we had that many drivers in the race, Brett. But we do. A great show tonight. 35 drivers in the Battle of the Leagues here on Tier 1 Studio. Most of the laps in this race been led by that guy right there, the number 81 of Jaden Hott from Whitman, Arizona. He's got a dialed-in race car right now. Remind you, the Tier 1 Racing League is looking for all iRacers who are looking for a competitive community environment with intense battles that feels like a family. Come on out to Tier 1 Racing League. They run 3 action-packed series every week. That's Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday nights, all at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Whether you're chasing trophies or just looking for some good fun racing and great friendships, Tier 1 Racing has a spot for you. And if you want to get in on the action, head over to Tier 1, number 1, racingleague.com, where you'll find all the details, including their Discord link. Coke on your screen right there, up 8 spots in the Wrangler Chevy. Sorry about that. Had some technical difficulty on my end. And back here with you at Homestead, Miami in the Battle of the Leagues. Right now on your screen, Brandon Honeycutt up 10 spots, running P16. But he's battling kind of a four-way battle there between Collins, Dunaway, Duran Jr., and Honeycutt. Battles all over the racetrack as they've spread out, kind of one by one by one by one, as you can see right there. The benefit to this place, plenty of racing lanes. But you don't need many lanes if you're that guy right there. Hop has had clean air the last 39 or so laps. So let's go through the field, take a look here. Give everybody a quick shout out. Jaden Hopp, your leader from Whitman, Arizona. From Burlington, Wisconsin, it's Austin Smith in the Chevy. Behind him, got a fast Ford tonight from Bell Buckle, Tennessee. It's John Ross. Mark Gonzalez, he's up 28 spots running P4 in the Ford from Tier 1 Racing. From Mars, it's Wesley Triplett in the number 74 Ford. He's got a bad fast Ford tonight, up 8 spots, P5. In P6, Caleb McKinney, actually now P7, as Greg Wood Jr. just got around him from Hagerstown, Maryland. In the Velveeta car, that's running P8 right now, up 1 spot, Timothy Wells. Ricky Gonzalez in P9, up 24 spots in his number 7 Ford machine from Tier 1 Racing. And rounding out your top 10, Tier 1 racing driver of Paul Owens. Blair Holloman just got around him for P10. He drives a Toyota from Middletown, Pennsylvania. Lee Campbell in the Chevy. Battle for second right here between the 44 and the 23. Mark Gonzalez kind of creeps in there as well. He wants to see them battling in front of him. Would love to sneak into the top 3. Yep. Run back through the field, number 51 in P13, up 18 spots, David Duran Jr. Sean Dunaway behind him there, P14 in the Chevy Hello Kitty car. Brandon Puffenbarger in the Toyota, followed by the number 13 of Brandon Honeycutt from Elizabethtown, Tennessee. From Canyon, Texas, involved in an accident earlier, but running fine right now, P17, that's Caleb Collins. The number 98, the president of Racers Elite, that's Andrew Teft. Zach Woods from Pennsylvania in the Ford. With Mars, the number 38 car, saw him spin out earlier. That's Jacob Plank. Mentioned this guy a couple times tonight from Jacksonville, North Carolina. Brandon Sanfilippo. Dennis Kane from Detroit, Michigan. From Omaha, Middle America, it's Jared Hayes. The owner of Mars, and looks like he can wheel a go-kart as well. It's the number 20 of Corey Crowell. Brought out our first caution tonight, so unfortunately back there in P24 down 14 spots. Jared Magoon back there in P17. And that's not Andrew, but Alex Taft. And the Toyota, Troy Thomas with the broadcasters vote for the paint scheme of the race. So I'm going to give it to Troy Thomas from Boone, North Carolina. Truth Hope from Hickory, North Carolina. Alex J. Gates. Saw him in an accident earlier. Joshua Neal from Fort Wayne, Indiana in the 82. The Blue Deuce, Jarrett, Lardner from Ontario, Canada. Michael Smith from Burlington, Wisconsin. Number 45, and in the 99, Joshua Blittner. Angel Rodriguez in the 14. And that'll put us back over to our leader. Jaden Hopp has led nearly all of the 47 laps that we're coming to. I would like to thank Tier 1 sponsor McConey Setup Shop. Home for setups, paint schemes, coaching, broadcasting, event promotion, and more on the iRacing service. Subscriptions are available now as low as $8 a month. They are the official setup shop of eNASCAR and the series sponsor right here on iRacing of the NASCAR C Fixed Series. If you've ever ran a McConey setup, you really can tell the difference. So Puffenbarger led earlier, got caught up with some bad strategy, if you will, just call it as it is. Led back to 28th is where he was. Now he's back up to 17th, so he's up 11 spots after that last caution. And Puffenbarger, even on 15-lap older tires, really has been the only person to give Jaden Hopp a run for his money, if you don't count the 51, who Jaden never passed. We've got another caution on the racetrack. Yeah, what a good, you mentioned it, good move by Woods. That's the 32 of Blair Holloman. And the 07, whew. I would imagine Holloman not going to be very happy with that 07 car. Excuse me, the 67. We will see everybody take a trip down pit road and get some fresh sticker tires on lap number 52 out of 134. So we're inching away here. As Hopp will retain the lead. Gonzalez up 30 spots. Right now showing him P2. Mark Gonzalez has had a whale of a night so far. Good pit stop as well. I think, is he P2 or P3? I think he's P2. What it's showing right now. So when we come to the green, we will have 14 laps till halfway in this race, the Battle of the Leagues at Homestead Miami Speedway. As we see the shot from Mark Gonzalez's car, Tier 1 Racing got the front row on this restart. On your fourth caution of the race, saw a really good car, Blair Holloman and Greg Wood Jr. end up at the back of the pack. We're back underway. Everybody kind of getting filed back out, single file. Some side-by-side racing there with the 44 and the 23. Got a car in the wall. No caution. And the fifth caution of the night comes out on the racetrack on lap number 57. Oh, the 20 car, who's already had to use a fast repair tonight, as well as Puffenbarger. Unfortunately for him, we saw him lead some laps tonight. He's going to head to pit road. We'll go ahead and take a side-by-side break. You won't miss any of the action. Back in a moment. Tier 1 Racing.
Are you ready to take your Twitch and Discord experience to the next level? Introducing Easy Daybot, your ultimate bot for seamless interaction. Whether you're live on Twitch or chatting on Discord, Easy Daybot's dynamic responses open up a whole new world of possibilities. Engage with your community like never before through unique prompts, custom reactions, and endless fun. It's the bot that understands you. Make every day an Easy Day download now at easydaybot.com.
When you want to be the best, you can't settle for the rest. For anything on iRacing, there's just one name you need: Cody.
We now provide the best of the best in setups, paint paint schemes, coaching, broadcasting, and event organization.
With cars across all 4 license classes, we have what you need to hit the track with confidence. Grab a subscription and save money while going fast at McConeySetupShop.com/subscriptions.
And remember, at McConey Setup Shop, there are setups, but your victories.
Welcome to the Tier 1 Racing League, where precision, competition, and innovation come together to create the ultimate iRacing experience. Every race, every battle, and every moment in T1TS, T1L, T1X, and special events is brought to you by Tier 1 Studios, the premier destination for professional high-quality broadcasts. Tune in and experience racing like never before. Explore everything we have to offer at Tier1RacingLeague.com. From race schedules and standings to event galleries and league signups, it's all there at your fingertips. Join the competition, watch the action, be part of the legacy. Tier 1 Racing League, where champions are made.
Tier 1 Racing and the battle of the leagues as we get set to go green. We're live on YouTube and Twitch. Check out the Easy Day bot on our Twitch stream in action right now. Don't listen to me talk about it, but you can try it right now on Twitch. Back underway. Jayden Hott, who's led most of this thing, the only other leader in this one, Brandon Puffenbarger, is on pit road in P32. Gonzalez up 30 spots, battles arguably the fastest car in this race right now of John Ross. We got a lot of cars flying around as we see the owner of Racing Elite. I mean, he was wet as far down on the racetrack. Still your leader. Got a good gap right now, about a half a second on Gonzalez. Unfortunately, back there at the back had another incident for the 67. Had it 3 wide right there with Sanfilippo, Wood Jr., and the 74 of Triplet. Triplet kind of wrong place, wrong time, nowhere to go for him. Another caution on the racetrack here at Homestead, Miami. Magoon took a ride. Oh, that's just Blue Deuce almost got into it there. I think the Blue Deuce did get a little sideways. As we'll see some cars. Obviously, those guys are going to go down pit road. Right about halfway for this race. And the first half has been nothing less of exciting. A battle, especially between that top five: Hop, Gonzalez, Ross, McKinney, and Smith. Duran Jr., we mentioned earlier, him and the 19 were on a different strategy whenever it comes to tires. Puffenbarger is still in the pits after that last caution. But David Duran Jr., he's up 25 spots and in P6 right now. We saw him, he was able to hold off Jaden Hop. So if he can get up to the front, can he challenge the 81? Right now, the only driver in the field that the 81 has been behind in this race. Just a reminder, hang around after the race. We will have a post-race show involving drivers across all three leagues that are battling tonight, as well as an interview with the winner, whoever that may be. Number 44 giving Hop a big push. Green flag back underway. Duran Jr. wasting no time. Going to go 3 wide on the outside. That's the preferred lane. Old son, there he goes. And a big run for the 51. As he's going to challenge the 44. And Gonzalez. That's going to be a battle to watch right here, as the 51 mentioned it during the pace laps, up 27 spots and running the high group. Advantage on John Ross. Can he clear the 88? Less than a second behind Hop. And gaining. Now the 51 Duran up to P2, but got to get around the 88. That's exactly what the 81 wants to see right now. Those guys battle. Crossover move there by the 51. Is he going to be able to make it work? I think he is. I think he's got the spot so far. Three wide for second place. And the 23 just kind of creeping, seeing where he can fall in this battle. think now the battle's going to be for third, and that'll leave enough time for Duran to pull away. Duran now right at about a second back off the leader on lap 7. Caution on the racetrack. Not so happy drivers when you go back and watch that replay. Looks like everyone going to take the pit road. Except for the top 5. Jaden, Mark, Zach, Jared, Timothy, Alex, and Wesley. 7 people stayed out. Would you like to see some differing strategy? Although Durand, poor guy, all that work, now he's going to be P9 coming back out here. Great showing tonight. Still left in the race 34 of our 35 drivers that began. Joshua Blittner, the only DNF so far. We are on lap 73. Over halfway there, as Hop has led nearly all of it. Brandon Puffenbarger, who right now runs P33 multiple laps down, the only other driver to have led in this race. Duran Jr. up 24 spots. Ricky Gonzalez up 24 spots. Mark Gonzalez up 30 spots, and we're back underway here at Homestead. I think we have another caution. Port Crowell, I'm not seeing somebody be in the wrong place, the wrong time 3 times in one night. Jaden Hopp leads it. We're under caution here at Homestead, Miami. We're going side by side on Tier 1 Studio.
Are you ready to take your Twitch and Discord experience to the next level? Introducing Easy Daybot, your ultimate bot for seamless interaction. Whether you're live on Twitch or chatting on Discord, Easy Daybot's dynamic responses open up a whole new world of possibilities. Engage with your community like never before through unique prompts, custom reactions, and endless fun. It's the bot that understands you. Make every day an Easy Day download now at easydaybot.com.
When you want to be the best, you can't settle for the rest. For anything on iRacing, there's just one name you need, Cody.
We now provide the best of the best in setups, paint schemes, coaching, broadcasting, and event organization.
With cars across all 4 license classes, we have what you need to hit the track with confidence. Grab a subscription and save money while going fast at McConeySetupShop.com/subscriptions.
And remember, at McConey Setup Shop, there are setups, but your victories.
Welcome to the Tier 1 Racing League, where precision, competition, and innovation come together to create the ultimate iRacing experience. Every race, every battle, and every moment in T1TS, T1L, T1X, and special events is brought to you by Tier 1 Studios, the premier destination for professional high-quality broadcasts. Tune in and experience racing like never before. Explore everything we have to offer at Tier1RacingLeague.com. From race schedules and standings to event galleries and league signups, it's all there at your fingertips. Join the competition, watch the action, be part of the legacy. Tier 1 Racing League, where champions are made.
Back here with you on Battle of the Leagues from Homestead Miami Speedway on iRacing on Tier 1 Studio. The 8th caution of the evening, and every single lap nearly has been led by number 81, Jaden Hopp, out of Tier 1 Racing, who in the T1X Series won 15 out of 20 races. So no surprise here to guys who are in the Tier 1 Racing League. They're tired of battling this guy. And you got 4 of his fellow competitors in the top 4 right now with him. Oh, had somebody slide up the racetrack there, it looked like, and caution's out. Look like the number 43 of Alex Teft. Just snapped around on him, and then watch him right here. He's probably got the wheel turned all the way to the right, and bam. How did that fare for the 51 is the question. Just want to remind you, Racers Elite, part of this Battle of the Leagues race tonight. They've got some racing coming up. Tuesday night truck series. Kicking off the new season at Talladega. They'll kick off the Wednesday night Xfinity Series at Auto Club Speedway. And then on Thursday night, the new season will kick off April 17th right here at Homestead in the Next Gen Series. On Thursday nights, that's Racers Elite and the Racers Elite Network. Go to racerselite.com for more information. Bad idea at all. Let's see if we can dial up the number 81 car here. I know we're going one to go here, but Jaden Hop, Bryson Colwell up here in the booth. You got me, sir.
Yeah, I got you. What's up?
Jaden, it's been all you all night. How's it feel behind the wheel right now?
It feels good, but the car feels pretty loose, I'll say that.
It seems like that just kind of comes with the territory here at Homestead, Miami. It's a hot, slick racetrack. You've got quote-unquote teammates here in the battle of the league around you, but I would imagine those guys you race with every week not going to cut you any slack just because you've got the same paint scheme.
I mean, I hope they don't. It's fun racing them.
That's Jaden Hop as he's about to take the green flag here with 53 to go here in the battle of the leagues. And you love to hear it. A guy that says, hey, go ahead, bring it on. It's what I want, competition. Green flag back underway here at Homestead. With the advantage on wood, we've got trying to make it 3 wide, and we're gonna go 3 wide if the 11 has anything to do with it. Racing, that's Wesley Triplett up 10 spots in P3 right now. A great run for that Ford. Hayes and Owens behind him. They're both up 10 plus spots. Owens up 20 spots from his qualifying spot. And you see the 44, John Ross, the quickest car in practice, but unfortunately just has not been the feature that he would have liked to have had. Oh, and a spinner right in front of him. Almost the broadcaster's curse as the 76 of Caleb McKinney in the Overton's Ford goes for a ride. Did he touch the wall? Go. So just got, I mean, you're climbing the elevator right there, or climbing the escalator right there, and then, wow. Great driving by the 44, and let's see, a good bit of driving by the 76 as well. Nearly the entire field on pit road right now. John Ross did not pit. Greg Wood Jr. also not pit. Duran stayed out. So Hop going to be in 8th place, showing right now. Well, we saw him at the top of the board in practice. John Ross will lead us to green on lap 88 in Battle of the Leagues. The only other leader in this race, Brandon Puffenbarger, who sits on pit road still in 34th place. On his outside, that's Greg Wood Jr. Green flags in the air for John Ross. Duran goes to the inside of Wood Jr., followed by Austin Smith. Wood goes way high, and Duran will clear him. P2 for the 51. Wood right on his back bumper. 23 dives to the inside. He'll try to take advantage of the battle. He wants P2. Look like the 51 in the wall. He'll slide back into P4. That made way for Austin Smith, and here comes the 01. Don't look now, but here comes Jaden Hop. Fresh tires for the 81. Can they make a difference? He's going to run the high line here. That last lap for Jaden Hop, a 33.60. John Ross, the leader, ran a 33.55. Hop is going to have to get around guys like Durant, who do not want to see him get back to the lead, and whoa, I mentioned it during our interview, the car being loose. About lost it. A half-second gap between P1 and P2 right now. John Ross with clean air and running great laps. So Ross, Smith, Wood, Hop, and Durand, your P5 as they sit, or your top 5 as they sit. Swap Durand and Hop for that lap. Hop still trapped behind some of his own teammates as well as Durand, but Wood pulled over right there to try to let him by. Knows he's the fastest car, and they are teammates in this race. And now he'll let Durand by to try to battle. Good run there for the 74. Was involved earlier in a couple, I believe, cautions, at least one caution. He's back inside the top 10, P6, knocking on top 5. Gonna have to get around Greg Wood Jr. for that. Painting the white line here at Homestead. And caution on the racetrack on lap 98. Let's check it out. Look like maybe the 43, possibly. Couldn't tell. There we go. The 76, unfortunately. Just got loose. Air off the back bumper. Maybe a tap from the 98. And wrong place, wrong time for Ricky Gonzalez. We're going to see the 44 come down pit road. 23. Oh, duped him out. Wow, that was a good one. Even duped me out. So Durand will lead them down pit road, followed by Greg Wood Jr. Yeah, definitely some mixed pit strategy on that one. It's going to put Hop behind Ross on the inside on this next restart. By the way, we just hit lap 100, so that means we're nearing 30 to go when we take the green flag next. In this 200-mile battle of the leagues where the winner takes home $100, the winning league takes home $100 as well. And it's bragging rights. Who doesn't want to win not only and be the best league, but be the best of the best league? So after that cycle of pit stops, your top 10 looks like this: John Ross, Austin Smith, Jaden Hop, Wesley Triplett, Sean Dunaway, Paul Owens, Timothy Wells, Mark Gonzalez, Brandon Honeycutt, and then Alex J. Gates. Beyond that, Hayes, Holloman, Woods, Teft, Neal, Magoon, Larder, Smith, Durand Jr., Campbell rounds out the top 20. Kane, McKinney, Greg Wood Jr., Troy Thomas, San Filippo, Collins, Hoke, Gonzalez, Teft, and Corey Crowell round out your top 30. And others: Curtis Ecker, Angel Rodriguez, Jacob Plank, Puffenbarger still on pit road, and Joshua Blittner, your only DNF so far tonight. We will have just over 30 laps left as we take the green flag here at Homestead Miami Speedway. Hop to the inside immediately of Austin Smith. That's what you want to see if your John Ross is, hopefully the 23 can hold his own for a little while, is your thought. You don't really care which one wins the battle as long as they battle. Of course, I would imagine Ross likes seeing the 23 in his mirror as opposed to the 81, since the 81 has led so many laps and been dominant all day long. To the inside. Try to battle again. This time, putting a little pressure on the 23, side drafting him a little bit. I think the most impressive thing so far about this battle is now they haven't really lost any time on John Ross, even though they've been battling side by side. Now Ross, recognizing that, picked up about a 10 on that last lap. You hear them complain about it during the week, during podcasts, drivers during their interviews on television. These cars just so hard to pass each other sometimes, and we're seeing it right now. Hop, we know Hop has a good race car. He's led the majority of this race. Just sometimes whenever you get the broadcaster's curse, he clears the 23. As I start talking about that, giving him excuses. So don't look now, but the 88 back in the top 5 has clawed his way. He's up 28 spots from where he began the race, and he's battled back inside the top 5 multiple times. Caleb McKinney is probably going to get the Goodies Headache Award tonight, as he is unfortunately taking a couple wild rides. Have to take him to the infield care center after this one. As Hop has cut that gap way down. And now it's going to be interesting to see what the 44 does here with 25 to go. This battle may look differently than it would have 70 laps ago. We've seen a lot of patience tonight from Jaden Hop, a younger driver, showing a lot of veteran patience. John Ross, can he take advantage of that and make him slip up? Hop goes high this time. Gives Hop the inside. Here we go, side by side, 23 to go. Is Jaden going to make it look easy? He is. The 44 not going to give up here. Kind of crossover. Is he going to have the juice? They're going to be side by side off the turn. Advantage goes the 81. He'll lead that lap. 22 to go. Gonzalez floats into the top 3 behind him. And Smith and Triplett are battling for P4. Behind them, Timothy Wells in P6. You got Paul Owens, Brandon Honeycutt, Sean Dunaway, and David Durant round out your top 10. A little battle there between Durant and Wood Jr., who's down 7 spots. And good for Blair Holloman, back up to 12th spot, where he qualified after that last caution. Whoa, just about lost it, did Jared Hayes. Not sure if you caught that, but right at the top of the racetrack, nearly ran into the 76. That would have been unfortunate for the 76 underneath that. Yeah, got it corrected. Go here at Homestead, Miami. The 74 gets by Smith to claim 4th spot. Well, we talked to Hop a couple of cautions ago. He told us that he felt like the car was a little too free. But it seems like it's not been a bother to him. He's put a half a second on John Ross with 19 left. So the battle of the leagues made possible by the league owners. Let's start with the check-in on Andrew Tepp, the Racers Elite President, currently running P17. And his number 98-4, Hope Valley. And then right behind him, Corey Crowell in the number 20 Toyota has had a couple run of bad luck tonight, caught up in a couple of crashes. Duran Jr. is up 23 spots tonight. Although David not running quite as well as he has in different spots in the race tonight. Very good showing for him. Qualified 24 spots worse than where he's at right now. Great showing for the 51 car. And speaking of charging through the field, our hard charger tonight, it's Mark Gonzalez in the 88, up 29 spots from where he qualified with 16 to go. And caution on the racetrack. That's going to make things interesting. We got cars on the screen that have had trouble tonight, and unfortunately, the 77 as well as the Blue Deuce caught up in that wreck. It's going to bring the caution out with 15 to go, and Jaden Hoop. I'm sorry, I've said Hop all night, and I don't know why. I just decided to mess it up with 15 to go. Not what he wanted to see. Well, producer Brett just said it in my ear. You would think everybody comes in to take tires, but does anybody try to dupe anybody out? So far, nothing like that. Everybody hitting pit road except for Ricky Gonzalez. Goon going to stay out as well. So some strategy from the number 23, Austin Smith, only takes 2 tires. Let's dial him up, can we? Well, I got told no. So, it's just how that goes sometimes. Sometimes the broadcaster gets told no. That's okay. Gonzalez is going to be your leader. Jared Magoon. Austin Smith, P3. Jaden Hopp. And then John Ross. And now those guys are going to go in. Speeding penalty or something like that must have knocked Austin Smith out, so the strategy might as well go ahead and put a couple more tires on it. One to go, 13 laps left in this battle of the leagues. Ricky Gonzalez up 32 spots. Did not pit. And he's got a couple of guys behind him that have really fast race cars. Magoon on his outside. When we go green, we'll have 12 to go. Race that has not disappointed. Green flag back out. Good restart for the 7. Oh, they're wrecking. Maybe just something I saw on my screen. I apologize. Nope. Yep. There we go. There's a caution. Swore I thought I saw somebody spinning. Oh. Maybe something broke there. Yeah, there. Yep. Okay. There's what I saw. They just ran out of real estate. The Velveeta car. Yeah, the Velveeta car spinning off the nose of somebody. Great news if you're the 7 car. Jaden Hott did move up 1 spot, so he'll be P2 on the outside of the 7. Gonzalez, Mark Gonzalez, up 29 spots, P3. John Ross, P4. Triplet, P5. Magoon stayed out with Ricky Gonzalez that last, well, not the last caution, but the caution before this one. He's in P6. Woods, Zach Woods in the 6 car, P7. Duran Jr., P8. Dunaway, P9. And Greg Wood Jr. rounds out your top 10. Yeah, let's pull Ricky up. Hey, Ricky, 10 to go here on Battle of the League. Bryson here up in the booth. You got me?
Sir, got a copy.
Hey, man, so pit strategy kind of working your way, especially getting a caution right there. Less green flag laps. You got to like where you're at right now, right?
Just going to try to hold on, man. Going to be honest. We're out of tires, so that's why we didn't come down with those guys and take a set. So, yeah, we're just kind of playing with fool's money right now. So we're going to do what we can to stay up here. I know Jaden's been fast. Mark, my brother's been fast all night. I know John also has been fast. So yeah, we're just going to try to salvage the day. We got caught up in an incident there. Don't really know what happened. I just know that the car came across the nose and kind of killed us in 3 and 4. So came burning fast, last set of tires, and hopefully we can be talking to you at the end of this thing.
Yep, sounds good, Ricky. Good luck to you. And I know that you've all got the same paint scheme, but I would imagine now with 10 to go, you're not teammates in any way, shape, or form. Even the brother behind you.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, man. Just gonna hold on for your life. That's all we can do.
Nine to go here. The battle of the leagues. Hop on his outside. You just heard Ricky Gonzalez. He's got his brother on his back bumper. John Ross on Mark Gonzalez's outside. Green flag in the air. 9 to go at Miami. Big push from brother. Puts Ricky back out front, but can they hold off the 81? Mark Gonzalez in the wall, and that's going to cause a wreck at the front. They held it on so far, could have caused a big wreck. Caution. Hayes took a ride there. And still your leader, Ricky Gonzalez. Now, Mark got into the wall pretty good there. He'll still be on the 7's back bumper, and that's all good news if you're Ricky Gonzalez. He said it just a moment ago, he didn't come down pit road because he didn't have tires. And now, looking like he's going to be the leader with 3 to go when we take the green flag. What a story here with Hop, who has led well over half the race. Had a caution, a lot of different pit strategy. That cycled Hop back to about 7th, 8th place. He's been battling, trying to get back up there for about 50 laps. And in that caution, feel like gotta mention it, one of the best cars in the race, John Ross, is on pit road, and he is out of this thing. So multiple DNFs tonight, really good cars. You gotta think Ross really, he got a couple chances to lead, not for any significant amount of time. The number 19 car going to be one of those what ifs. He led a little bit. It was the only car that was able to really hold off the 81 all night long. And here we are, Ricky Gonzalez leading this thing. And when we line it up and take the green flag, he's going to have 3 to go. Can he get a good shove from his brother like he just did on that last restart and hold off the 81? Top 10, Gonzalez, Hop, Mark Gonzalez, Duran Jr., Zach Wood, Sean Dunaway, Jared Magoon, Greg Wood Jr., from Mars, Caleb McKinney. It's Andrew Teft. That rounds out your top 10. Producer Brett, I know they can't hear you, but I can darn sure give your answer. Is that our last caution? Producer Brett thinks that's our last caution. I think so too. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know who's going to win. But I definitely think that's our last caution, as we're not going to go green right here. So if you're the 7 car, even better news for you, because if you get the shove you need from your brother, you only have to hold off that 81 car for 2 laps now instead of 3. It's not really just a win here riding for Ricky Gonzalez. There's 27 cars left on the lead lap right now. If you make a mistake and you end up on pit road at the end of this thing not finishing it out, you are down bad, especially if you're at the front right now. Gonzalez is going to warm the tires. 2 to go when we go green here at Homestead. And he shot out of there like a rocket. Not sure if he got the shove he needed, but he got the restart that he needed. Gonzalez with 2 to go. He's going to have to hold off the 81. He's not going to have any blocking help from Mark. Mark Gonzalez got really loose, able to take away second spot now. Hop goes high. Hop nearly in the wall. White flag in the air for Ricky Gonzalez. Now, here comes another big decision. Do you pass your brother for the win? Here goes Mark Gonzalez. He's up 31 spots from where he qualified. Both Gonzalez's are up 31 spots. They're spinning behind him. Mark Gonzalez wins the Battle of the Leagues. Ricky comes in second place. Jaden Hop rounds out your top 3. I would imagine the 81 car slightly disappointed. But can't be mad at a podium. Mark Gonzalez, your winner. We'll take a quick side-by-side commercial break as he burns it down.
Are you ready to take your Twitch and Discord experience to the next level? Introducing Easy Daybot, your ultimate bot for seamless interaction. Whether you're live on Twitch or chatting on Discord, Easy Daybot's dynamic responses open up a whole new world of possibilities. Engage with your community like never before through unique prompts, custom reactions, and endless fun. It's the bot that understands you. Make every day an easy day download now at easydaybot.com.
When you want to be the best, you can't settle for the rest. For anything on iRacing, there's just one name you need, Makoni.
We now provide the best of the best in setups, paint schemes, coaching, broadcasting, and event organization.
With cars across all 4 license classes, we have what you need to hit the track with confidence. Grab a subscription and save money while going fast at McConeySetupShop.com/subscriptions.
And remember, at Makoni Setup Shop, there are setups, but your victories.
Welcome to the Tier 1 Racing League, where precision, competition, and innovation come together to create the ultimate iRacing experience. Every race, every battle, and every moment in T1TS, T1L, T1X, and special events is brought to you by Tier 1 Studios, the premier destination for professional high-quality broadcasts. Tune in and experience racing like never before. Explore everything we have to offer at Tier1RacingLeague.com. From race schedules and standings to event galleries and league signups, it's all there at your fingertips. Join the competition, watch the action, be part of the legacy. Tier 1 Racing League, where champions are made.
Back here with you, Battle of the Leagues, and, well, we're going to interview the top finishing drivers from each league before we interview the winner, Mark Gonzalez. Let's bring in the top finisher from the Mid-Atlantic Racing Series, Caleb McKinney, driver of the number 76. Caleb, you guys were battling there at the end, a good battle between you and the 81 there for a while. Talk to us about the race.
Yeah, man, just trying to keep the car in a straight line is really difficult at this place when the track temp's about over 100, and yeah, pretty slick, and I just tried to run my race to the best of my ability, and so far it worked, but had a few mishaps with coming out of 4 and getting loose and spinning out. But overall, I had a good race, and I'd like to thank Mars for letting me run, and Tier 1 for putting on the broadcast.
Well, you know, Caleb, I mentioned earlier during the race that you actually won an award. You won our Goodies Headache Award for as many times as you hit the wall hard. Talk to us about that tonight. You lost the car a couple different times. You were able to come back with a top 5 finish. So how do you keep this momentum going into your league?
Oh yeah, I'd say what really helped me the most tonight is having run Homestead in the Xfinity car a couple weeks back, and that's really prepared me for this. But for the Rex tonight, I don't know, man. It just got loose. It just got out of hand, and I tried to save it to the best of my ability.
Well, that happens when, like you said, the track temp is as high as it is. That's Caleb McKinney, driver of the number 76. Thank you so much for joining us. Congrats on your top 5, man.
Thank you.
She told me, and I can't remember, but
oh yeah. Hello.
And the top finisher from Racers Elite with us now, and he able to bring home a top 5 as well. P5, Sean Dunaway, sir. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
Good, good. Hey, so talk to us about the race. Track tip over 100. Seems like you guys had your hands full out there.
Yeah, for sure. This is actually not a car I drive fairly often, so going into practice, I was like, what am I doing here? But, qualifying wasn't that great. I think I was around 25th starting or something like that. But then, all of a sudden I found out you could just get to the white line and just kind of ride that line pretty much the whole race, and I was able to make up a bunch of spots just doing that. And then, missed a bunch of wrecks at the right time, that's for sure. And yeah, got up to a P5 there.
Well, you mentioned it, Sean, up 17 spots from your qualifying spot of 22nd. How do you take this race? I know you mentioned you don't run these cars a lot, but how do you take what you learned tonight, and carry that momentum into your league, into the dog days?
Yeah, I wasn't actually expecting the car to be so technical. I don't know why. I drive the Gen 4 a lot, so that's a pretty technical car. But since, there's it's Homestead Miami and then there's shifting involved and, easing that throttle, I really enjoyed it. Got to get to know the car a bit more. So yeah, maybe I'll drive it a bit more often. Maybe I'll do some actual Gen 7 league racing maybe one day, but who knows?
Sean Dunaway on the Battle of the Leagues. Congratulations on your top 5.
Yep, thank you guys.
Thanks. And now, what do you say we pull in the winner of this thing, Mark Gonzalez? Sir, you were able to battle back and climb 31 spots from your qualifying position. I know it had to have been tough to pass brother for the win, but hey, a win's a win, right?
Heck yeah, it is.
Oh, no,
go ahead, sir.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, it was that last restart. I was hoping I could get past Jaden on the first turn. I saw him get really tight, and I was at that point. I had my eyes set on Ricky and was just trying to hit my marks. And luckily, he got tight off of 1 and 2, and I was able to drive under him and run away after that.
So it seems like Ricky and you kind of have a good racing relationship. You guys race each other clean there. How was the communication there before that last restart between you guys?
We were just all trying to guess when he would go, and he didn't tell us when he was going. So fair play to him. He needs that advantage. He's on 20 laps less tires, so it's all fair game. And after that, I was just focused on trying to get past Jaden, because if I couldn't get past Jaden, there's no way I'm in the contention for the win. So luckily he made a mistake, and I was able to get past him within 1 and 2.
So I asked this question to the other guys, and it didn't really pertain to them as well because they weren't racing around guys that they normally race around like you were. How do you take this and take this momentum and carry it into league play?
I just try to use this as more practice for preseason testing, and the crew chief wants that, and he needs that information just to get in coming into the next league. So all this is helpful, and it'll help me out for next season.
There you go. Martin Gonzalez, winner of not only bragging rights over your brother, bragging rights over all the guys that you race with, but you're $100 richer, and you helped your league win $100. So congratulations to you. Not a bad Friday night.
Heck yeah, not bad at all. I also want to thank everybody that raced tonight. They were awesome, and we had a bunch of fun racing with them. So I want to thank every league that joined tonight.
There you go. Mark Gonzalez, your winner here tonight. Driver of the number 88 Ford. And I believe that's going to do it for me. I'm out of here. Thank you so much to Brett and everybody who pulled this thing together. A lot of fun on a Friday night. And can't wait to do it again sometime.